yeah, I just can't emphasize enough how important it is for the real estate pros, your audience, to properly protect their assets, to shield it, and to legally hide it from the public's view. So then the sharks are not out there, lurking around. They're gonna say, "Oh, Q has 10 properties. He has a lot of equity. Let's go after it." So I protect investors like you to shield all that and hide it so the sharks can't even see it. Everybody knows that buying real estate is good. Well, what most advisors and real estate brokers and even attorneys miss is that very important component of shielding it.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds. Excited about my guest. Excited to be here today. I'm excited about my guest. Listen, he's an attorney. Does some real estate. Not some real estate. He does real estate, and so I know he's going to bring an incredible perspective to this podcast. I'm so excited about the lens that he's going to offer us. And so I just want to introduce you guys to Mr. Karo Karapetyan. And from now on, I'll be calling him Mr. K, though. But I do want to ask, Karo, how did I do with that name, sir? How did I do, man?
You did wonderful. One of the best I have ever heard.
Awesome. Well, I thank you, sir, for making sure we talked about it before we got on. So you was helping me prep a little bit, so I appreciate that. And thank you for the opportunity to call you Mr. K. I appreciate that. I don't take that lightly, because you said your friends call you Mr. K, and I'm just hoping that maybe for the next 20 minutes at least I could be in that class.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Q, and
Well,
hello,
listen,
everyone.
again, like I
I'm excited
said,
to be
I'm
here.
excited to have you here. I'm excited to get to see things from your unique lens and your perspective. And so I don't want to waste time. I want us to dive in. I would love for you to take us into your world. Give us, let us know what your main focus is these days. And I guess I can say what markets you're operating in as well. I guess I'll say that to you as well. But yeah, tell us a little bit about you, what your focus is, and where you're working at.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Well, I came to this country, the land of opportunities, as everyone knows, at age 15. Went to high school. I couldn't speak any English at the time. I spoke Armenian, Russian, and French, but now no English. So first few years was kind of a struggle. And 3 years later, after high school and going to college, I joined the Navy, and I spent 4 years in the Navy. I got out. I got out in 2001, and that's when my journey has begun whether that's education, getting educated.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Educating myself, because by that time I felt like I was so behind in just education. Simply the fact that I couldn't still speak like fluently. I could obviously I spoke enough to join the Navy and get an honorable discharge. I loved every minute of my time in the Navy, and I love my my shipmates, my friends that I still keep in touch with them. So since then, I have gone to college. I have studied for different licenses, Series 766, life and annuities. I worked as a financial advisor for a while. I opened up my own business, restaurant, franchise restaurant. I had at one point 40 employees working for me. It was a very successful restaurant. It's called Farmer Boys. If you are in California, you probably know. It's kind of like In-N-Out, but actually even bigger and better than In-N-Out. And then after that, I got into real estate, got my agent license, my broker license. I opened up my own company. And then later on at age 36, I decided to finally go to law school. So at age 36, I enrolled in law school. First I did part-time, and then I went into full-time. In about 3.5 years, I finished law school. And it's been about 8 years now I've been practicing, and I still have my real estate broker license and my real estate company. So currently I have a law firm, a real estate company, brokerage, and a real estate management company. Well, and just recently with a few friends of mine who've been into construction for many years, because they all go together hand in hand, started a construction company. A friend of mine is a general contractor, and he's the licensed GC for that company. So he and his crew run it. I don't necessarily run it. I'm just part of it, sort of as an attorney, as a real estate broker. Also, as a veteran, being a veteran helps a lot in my businesses, especially construction business, because governments give priority to veterans in construction when they give out jobs. So that helps. And then being in real estate for so many years and having licenses that are related, also a loan license. I got the loan license a few years ago just to learn how it all works, the in and outs of the financing. So so my law practice is mostly on real estate. And the biggest arm of my law firm is asset protection. So I help people get into real estate, buy, but what's even more important, when most people don't realize, is how to protect it. Because you can go be very successful, buy hundreds of properties, and then one mistake or one innocent mistake can wipe everything out. So
now I think. I'm sorry. Please keep going. I'm sorry.
I can't emphasize. Yeah, I just can't emphasize enough how important it is for the real estate pros, your audience, to properly protect their assets, to shield it, and to legally hide it from the public's view. So then the sharks are not out there, lurking around to see who they're gonna catch next. They're gonna say, "Oh, Q has 10 properties. He has a lot of equity. Let's go after it." So I protect investors like you to shield all that.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
And hide it so the sharks can't even see it. So that's the biggest thing I do. If you consider something I do for the people, for the public, for investors, that's sort of like let's say a good thing for the people is to help them protect everything that they're working for and building. Because look, anybody can tell you, go buy investment real estate. It's a good, who doesn't know? Everybody knows real estate in the United States is a good investment. If you can afford it and buy it, or if you can create, use creative financing, even sometimes if you can afford it, there's ways to buy it. You should still buy it. Everybody knows that buying real estate is good. Well, what most advisors and real estate brokers and even attorneys miss is that very important component of shielding it. Okay, you bought it or you're buying it now. You gotta buy it with the foundation set properly so that nobody can touch it. So people go in, quickly buy it in their names, and then things get a little bit, I hate to say it, but it gets messed up a little bit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a great nugget. I mean, yes, being able to protect what you work hard for, I think that would be beneficial to anybody. So I'm glad you talk about that and bringing that out. And so, I know it's not always easy. We all got our ups and downs within the industries that we're in. So what's been the key to keeping your machine running smoothly?
Oh, man, consistency, and sticking to your guns, so to speak, like I always get the best deals. I deal with a lot of people and they ask me, how do you get these deals? And sometimes people think it's like super easy, like, oh, I just find a deal and I go get it. It's not like that. I may look at 100 different deals. Maybe 2 of them or 3 of them will be good deals. I will go to them. I will stick to them and I'll put in my limits and this is what it is, and I'll stick to it. If it doesn't happen, so be it. There's the next one. So I do it so often until I get what I want at numbers that I want. And then it shocks people. Oh, how did you do it? They don't know that I looked at 100 different deals and I've been working behind the closed doors for 6 months, or sometimes even it takes, 9 months to a year to get a really good deal. So what I would say is like, don't rush. That's a mistake people make. They just want to get in and then they'll overpay or they'll kind of overlook at some important things. Always check your properties, always do a thorough inspection. Don't rush into it. And stick to your principles and to your numbers. Numbers, I love numbers. Numbers don't lie. Numbers are your friends. Numbers are good. If you're good to numbers, numbers will be good to you. So love your numbers, stick to your numbers.
I love it. I love it. I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off. Please continue.
No, I was just saying it's good to negotiate, but you got to know your number. I know my highest number is here, right? Well, I'm not going to make an offer here. That's stupid. That's one of the stupidest things you can do. If you know your number is here, you make an offer here. You just don't do it. You make an offer here. And I'm not saying make an offer here, lowball in and stick to it. No, that doesn't make sense. In your mind, this is my number. Okay, you start here. Yeah, you'll negotiate. Maybe you hit somewhere here. You're good. You're happy. But if you gotta go here, that's fine. But don't be like, oh, my number was here, but it's okay this time. No, but there's always other deals. There's always deals in the market, always. And more deals come to the market like every day. Especially now that interest rates are high, the prices have come down a lot. Some multi-units have come down 30%, 40%.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Now is the time to buy.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I love your discipline. I love you said, listen, I'm gonna wait for the right deal. I'm not gonna be, you're gonna be patient. And I love that. So let me ask you this in your journey of being patient, dealing, buying and making deals. I know there are times when things get real. Maybe a deal goes sideways or a time when you had to pivot fast. Do you mind sharing one of those moments for you?
That a deal went sideways? You mean like it just didn't happen? Or
I mean, any kind of adversity maybe you faced in it that caused you to kind of have to re-strategize or regroup. And why we ask that because there's so many people on different parts of their journeys, and we want people that maybe facing adversity to know, like, hey, you can get past this, you can get past this adversity. And so, like, you talking about experience, we can't teach experience, experience teaches us, right? And so maybe a time where experience taught you
um,
a moment of in within adversity.
I'll tell you this. When I was a real estate agent and an investor, not an attorney, I used to have a lot more challenges, a lot more difficulties dealing with, other agents. Um, Being a real estate agent in Los Angeles is probably one of the toughest things because it's so competitive, so competitive. Every other person wakes up and like, you know what, I'm going to get my license and I'm going to do this. So easy. They don't require, California doesn't require you any degrees, nothing, zero, not even a high school degree. Just, 3 courses online. You take the state exam. You can miss 30 questions out of 100 and you still, I mean, it's so stupid the way they have it. Like, I hate to say this, but so many people become agents that should not be in the business or should at least get themselves more educated. So at that time, I had a lot of difficulty with other agents. Other agents want to, especially if an agent is little bit experienced and has done few big deals, and then they start bullying the other agents. So that I, as a new agent, I had a difficulty dealing with a lot of this type of agents on deals, and they were trying to bully me and my clients. One pivotal moment actually was when I was dealing with one of the agents. This was, I want to say, like 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more, almost like 15 years ago. And we were going at it, and then he goes, "Oh man." So I accidentally ran into his client that happened to be someone I knew, and I started talking. I went to some kind of a shop. I was doing some business. Turned out to be the client, the seller, and I was representing the buyer. So I called him up. I said, "Listen, I ran into your client. I didn't even know." And then he started yelling, and this is why are you talking with my client? Blah blah blah. I'm like, I didn't go to talk with your client. That wasn't the
Yeah.
goal. I just went to do some business. It turned out, and we actually went to the same high school. Turned out, and we talked. We didn't even, you know, talk about the deal. Anyway, long story short, he's like, "Oh, you want to talk with, oh yeah, you want to talk with my attorney, man? Blah, blah, blah." He's like threatening me. He has some attorney. He was a big shot real estate attorney. So in my mind, I said, you know what? Next time this happens, I'm going to say, I am an attorney, besides being a real estate broker. Okay. So please
Yes,
don't
sir.
threaten me with attorney and stuff like that. That was one of my pivotal moments. I just said, you know what? I'm so tired of this. I'm just gonna go to law school, get my degree, and then bullies like that will never talk to me again. And it's true. The last 8 years since I've been an attorney and a broker, no one talks to me like that again.
That's right. Yes, sir.
And now
Absolutely.
what's the moral of the story? So you or your audience might think like, why is he telling us this? Why I'm telling you this is the more education, more designations you have, the easier your job will get, and the less people will mess with you. So you want to do well, go get education, go get licenses, go get certifications. Don't settle with just, I'm going to go get my salesperson license, 3 courses, and then that's it. I'm out there. Well, people are going to bully you. You're not going to have a leverage. Go get another certificate. I'm not saying, look, not everybody wants to go to law school. That's fine. That's fine. If you don't want to go to law school, don't go to it. But if you like it, you have passion for it, that's one of the best things you can do. So please do go to law school. But if you don't want to do that, at least get some certifications, some designations, be some kind of a designated agent and this and that. Get out there, get your name known, participate in a lot of networkings and education courses. A lot of the boards, like the realtor boards, the local boards, that almost on a weekly basis, they have events that they do on site, and go get more certificates, more name recognition, things like that. So the more you do that, the less challenges you will have. So that's what the teaching that I want to pass through.
Love it. Nah, man. Thank you. I thank you for that story, for that perspective. I think you're gonna help people. That the people that's trying to be in it for the long term. I think they're gonna take this and they're gonna hear it and they're gonna put it to good use. You know, people that dabble, maybe they will, maybe they won't. But you're gonna help somebody be able to have their chances of sticking around for a long term with that advice.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
ask you this: what are you most focused on solving or scaling next? Like, what's your next real goal?
Um, Next role as an attorney or
Goal.
as a
No, your next
goal.
real goal. Goal,
Oh,
yeah.
acquire as many multi-units as I can.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Especially now, I
yeah,
think it's one of the greatest opportunities, greatest sort of window of time to buy specifically multi-units. The 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 prices have come down so much that if you buy it now, in a year or two from now, when rates are lower, which everybody predicts are going to be lower, you're going to build up equity in a year or two that it would normally take 5 to 10 years. Okay, so for 5 unit buildings, let's say in LA, okay, that used to sell for like 1.7, 1.8 million, now are selling 1.2. I mean, it's crazy. Like they're selling so like cheap compared to like 3, 4 years ago when the rates were lower. So in the future, when the rates come down again, the prices will come back again. It has to. It's natural. It's almost like physics. Well, the Newton's Isaac Newton's first law. For every action, there's an equal but opposite reaction.
yeah,
Okay, it's gonna
yeah.
happen. It's like a ball. You hit it on the ground, it's gonna go down, and then it's gonna bounce. It's gonna come back up. Okay, so if you want it to go higher, the harder you gotta hit. So
There
now
we
is the
go.
time to hit hard. That's the
Absolutely. No,
goal.
I love that. I love that. Now is the time to hit hard. I absolutely love that.
That's right.
And that's big. Acquiring as many multi units as you can. That's huge, man. And the next journey, the next move can either compound things or create total chaos. And so I love it. But it sounds like you're ready for it. And so let me ask you this. So, people that's listening that either early in their journey or they're looking to level up, and I think they benefit from hearing this when it comes to building relationships and growing your network, what's made the biggest difference for you?
I'm a people's person. I love going to. If I hear there's some kind of a network tonight, I'm there, man. I'm
Yeah,
there. I'm dressed up. I'm walking around. I'm saying hi to people and introducing myself. I want to get to know who the people are. Obviously, whoever is there is also as motivated as I am. Otherwise, they wouldn't be there. So they're go-getters too. So everybody you meet at networks is someone that you do want to associate with and learn from and maybe even do business. So I go to networks, whether those are free networks, even paid networks. Oh, $500 for some high net people. That's fine. That's not even a cost. That's an investment. You pay, you go. Actually, I'll tell you what, the more expensive it gets, the people you meet are on higher level and level. I mean, it's simple as that. I mean, so if someone is going to pay $500, $1,000 to go to network, they got to have the money and they got to be well off. They got to, so you're dealing with this kind of people. So even paid networks is really worth going.
Yeah.
So just going, meeting people. It's not just network. Like I could be somewhere in a store, standing around, maybe in line. I see someone that looks like a businessman or talks like a businessman. I might just say, hey, how you doing? How are you? What, I don't know. Just open up conversation and talk people, because you never know what one small conversation can lead to.
Yes, sir.
One
Yes,
advice
sir.
from someone can change your life.
Mm,
So the more you
yes,
talk
sir.
with people, the more of a chance you have to get that one or two, a piece of advice that will better your life. And at the end
Absolutely.
of the day, if nothing happened, you didn't learn it. So be it. You just went, you socialized, whatever, you had fun, and so there's nothing to lose. It's really a
Yeah.
win-win situation.
Yeah. You are absolutely correct. And you're absolutely correct. Connections and relationships are everything, especially in this space. And so thank you for that nugget, for that reminder, because you're absolutely right. So listen, before we wrap, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, maybe learn from you, what's the best way for them to get in contact with you?
Um, I can be reached on my number or email. My email is my first name, as that's on the screen, Karo, at my last name, Karapetyan.com. There's no Gmail, no Yahoo, nothing. Karo at Karapetyan.com. That's my email. Is it okay to share my number? I mean, I'm not sure if
Absolutely. Yeah,
well, okay.
absolutely. However
So
you want them to get in contact with you. Yeah.
Well, okay. My cell phone number is 310-435-8179. That's my cell phone number. If anyone wants to reach out, can call or text me. I will get back to you as soon as I can. I mean, look, I'm all over. I mean, even if you just Google my name, Karo Karapetyan attorney, I'm all over the website. I'm LinkedIn. I have a lot of attorney website. You can go see my reviews too. I'm on Zillow as one of their approved brokers, premier agents, premier brokers. I do a lot of real estate transactions too, by the way. It's not only law that I do or practice, but I also do actual real estate transactions. I represent buyers and sellers. So that's also part of my practice. So if anyone has a question about buying, about selling, about investing, and actually probably most importantly, protecting what you have, your assets, or setting it up if you're setting it up from the beginning properly to protect your assets in the future. That too, I can help. That's what I specialize in.
Yeah. I absolutely love it. There he is. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your story. Thank you so much for your perspective. We appreciate your lens. You have brought a great value to this conversation, and so I thank you so much for showing up and being here today.
Thank you, Q, and thank you. And you're doing great service to so many, many, many people. Look, I am just one of many on your podcast, but you do this a lot. So a lot of people, I'm sure, I appreciate you. You're educating the public, your followers. You're doing a great job. So thank you, Q. And goodbye, everyone. Wishing you the best. And hopefully I'll get to see some of your viewers in some networks.
Absolutely. That's the plan. And so thank you for the kind
Fantastic.
words.
All
And
right.
so viewers, you've heard them, you've got the value. Please make sure you're subscribed. You do not want to miss out on these amazing conversations. And so again, I thank you, sir, and to everyone else, we will see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.